Welcome to the demonstration of 369 L2 Sunday Open Vibration Tool. As the name suggests, when the market opens Sunday 6 p.m. EST 6:15, you just click on the open. So let's demonstrate that, how it works. So if you drop it from the tool set, you gotta have a hotspot, one single hotspot. All right, Sunday open is here, we place it here. This tool, I had a lot of reservation sharing with friends of investing and trading. Now this has nothing to do with any time frame interaction. Since this is showing the weekly map, put it on hourly chart. So you maintain these two hourly charts, and we can always launch another wave 59, and then you can have 2 screens, 3 screens. So on this screen, you just keep a simple, see where the bigger flow is coming. All right, and if you see this is not plotting on the right side, it is plotting on the left side, you right click, format chart, and you add more data for the next week. That's all you need to do, as you can see here. So when the Sunday opens this week, we'll place it. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for the vibration of squares where we have identified the time component and for the entire week, and we are compressing that time component and rotating it through the squaring formulas. We don't need to worry about the formulas because the code is not shared with anybody. You just have to right click, insert indicators, and you will see all the code packet. The lines are thousands and thousands, and sometimes 7, 8, 10,000 lines of code. So we are not here selling software, we are here selling the methodologies which you want to use to focus on as a trader, not as a coder. All right, so here again natural laws. Now here what we do, we try to look at some numerology for the day. First of all, 369 will always be active. So this, if you see market is going sideways for a while, it is not deciding where they want to take the market. It will be bouncing between these one levels only. Then it will go to the next vibration. Then it will go down to some other vibration, right? And 369 is always involved. Here we see, so when the question comes on 822, it went on the 6th vibration. Number 6 is the connection between inner worlds and the outer world. This number 6 is the connection to the other side we talk about, and this number 6 comes from Tree of Life, and it is where the Archangel Michael sits. All right, there's a lot of theology behind this number. Comes from Tree of Life. So this is, if you want to research, understand the Tree of Life and the angles between the shapes it creates, and we can also put planets on those as well. So this is the whole theology comes into picture about Father, Mother trilogy, Holy Father, Son, and Mother trilogy in Asia, about Brahma, the creator, the destroyer, the sustainer trilogy, right? So, but they are triangle. So the triangulation is sitting at the apex, and this triangle becomes what we showed in the previous bunch of videos. Is the triangle becomes a square, square can stretch into rectangle, but they all interconnected with a very specific angles and numbers. So that is what natural laws are being injected, but what we also added to this equation is the time span. Humans are supposed to live 120 years. 2 plus 1 is 3. Cycle of 3. Then we go to higher dimensions. So this is the same thing. When you break this lower frequency zones, we're going to go to the next one. The question is, which one is going to be useful for us? So you have seen other videos before. Let's talk about it quickly. Now the numbers, this year 2028. If you do the digitization of the number 2024. So 2024, if I add all these numbers into single digit, it is 8. 2024 is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. So this whole year is controlled by number 8. And the number for USA is 5. If you run the date of birth chart and run 33 frequencies, which we can show someday, the number for USA is, the primary square is 5. When we say primary number is 5, if you take the 3 offsets, remember 3 is the base frequency, 369. So 5 minus 3 is 2, 5 plus 3 is 8. So number 2, 5 and 8 are linked together. Alright, so this is the number 8. So let's maybe put a notepad here. Well, let's just do some scratch pad so we understand this. Alright, so 2024 is 8. USA LLC Incorporated is number 5. So if I add these two numbers, 8 plus 5 is 13, which is 4, which is also 50% of this number. So 2 and 4 and 8, if you go to the fourth dimension, right, there's no, so if you just do 2, 4, 8, it'll work on those numbers. So 5 also. So 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 5 is 8, and the next is 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 offsets, 3, 6, 9. W again changed his name so he can vibrate to 369. His name itself was changed. He changed it and he told everybody to call him W again. So this, when we see a number 5 or we see number 8 or we see number 2, they are interconnected. So 2 can be same as 5, 5 can be same as 8. We also use this for timing the market, but that is for level 3. All right, there we go. So 2 and 5 and 8. So just simple mathematics is done. So keep this number in mind that this is always active in 2024, 8 and 5. Then we look at the day at the bottom. So 8, the month of 8 is there, and the year is 8. All right. So 8 is, that means 8 means what? 2 and 5 and 8. And 8 is like a double empowered number. So 8th month and 8th year. Alright, so if I add this number, 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 is what? 10 is 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. So we are at 3, 6, 9. As I drew it here, right? 3, 6, 9. So we are at 3, 6, 9 on that day. So what are we saying? On this day, market is going to be attracted to 9 plus 1 is 10, 1, which is here, it came to 1. Boom. Alright, this was the attraction number for that day. And then we also said this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because we don't know it's going to add or subtract or divide. That's the challenge we have not solved yet, but that's why we always say what I'm going to talk about now, which I think is good enough at this moment. That's why we have other tools as well, right? So this is sitting on Sunday Open, and you know this one might be something okay. So they always take this hockey stick V shape, went to 1 and then took off from there. Where they're going, we did the analysis on -60-minute chart right here as well. So we know where they might be going. Alright, this is a bigger picture. So going back to a daily execution cycles and values of interest. So going back to, okay, 1 plus 1 is okay, 369 is gonna happen most likely. If I do, okay, if I add 9, if you do something with 9, you can just drop all the things out, right? The way 9 works, if I do anything with 9, if I ask you the number, add and digitize everything, 3, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, drop all the 9s. 3 plus 7, answer is 1. A simple mathematics, right? So, okay. So, going back to this scenario, so 8 and 5 are always active. So, we will say, okay, 8 and 5 is 3, I think is 4. So, 4 and 8, maybe something is going on that number, right? So if I divide 8 divided by 1 is still 8. So we are expecting market to go to 8 or 4. All right. So 1 is there because of 9 plus 1 for the day frequency. Day energy is 1, so it will hit 1. It could have gone 1 and gone down. So this is not telling you the direction, it is telling you the attractive points. Second thing is saying it is going to be going to 4. Why 4? Because if I take this frequency of month, right? Alright, so 1 is consumed, 8 is left, right? So we can say, okay, 8 divided by 1, so it will go to 8, or divide 8 by 2 is 4. So we are expecting that market is going to be attracted to number 4 because energy is always halves or doubles. There's no fraction in energy space, right? So energy is going to be multiplied or divided in absolute balance. So there's no fraction in this model. So 1 was introduced in the system, it got held, no problem. We see a tail come in. Now this tail, you can see the buyers are here, they got retested very aggressively, 50% of the buyer. We teach about a lot of things in the first module about who is in control. That's very important. And we'll also put one more Gans square right now as well. Okay, all right. So 4, so it was here, it will go to 4. Most likely it's going to attract to 4. There it is. See this one here, 4, 4. So in the center, the numbers in the center are saying, so there are 9 numbers and there are 8 holes or jumps between the numbers. I have number 1, 2, 3, right? So when I say there are 9 numbers, so jump, this is a jump. So between 3 numbers, there are 2 jumps, right? Gaps. So there are 8 jumps and 9 number. And in the scripture, they talk about number 89. This is a hidden code, very strong number. They don't tell you 989 as such. They write a statement. and if you convert that into a ratio, it comes down to 89. Day and a half, right? So, all right, so we talk about that little later, but think about this. 89 number is very, very strong, which is close to 90, but 89 is super strong. All right, so there we go. 4 was attracted. Second day, again same thing, 4 and 2. So right, so 2 and 4. So here it was 1 and 4, here it is 2 and 4, because 8 divided by 2 is also 4, our year is also 4, so I think 2 and 4 is going to be good. 5 is a natural number, so we'll be playing with these three numbers, 2, 4, 5. So here it is, it opened here, it stayed at, it tried to go to 5, you can see here the 5 is here, and then it went down to, just jumping up and down, and then 2, see this, 2, this is how it goes. So this is what this Sunday open is designed to do, and it's very, very profound. It was initially designed to see where is market going to close on Friday night, and when people started using this model, they found amazing applications. And I will show you in SPX also how you can structure your deals around it, but these are you have to have statistical evidence if you want to use it outside of how I am using it. All right, so next if you go 8 and 3 is 8 and 3, so 8, now this is what I was saying, you can divide or add or subtract. So here you will see 8 minus 3 is 5, market is here, 3, 2 1 is 3, and then 5 is here, 3 5, and this is how it unfolded, right? So this is what is going on. You can see why the market is vibrating. So we are talking about understanding the vibration. Next one, let's go to the next one. This is should be $369 is always our favorite. 5 is default number. Just remember, this is simple things to watch. That is why you need other tools to really. Now if you look at these numbers, where are we hitting? We're hitting these numbers, we're hitting these ranges, right here. So this is the number 822 of interest. Now I'm telling you a story how this is unfolding. 6 is there, 369 is always involved. So here 8 and 4. Now this is again, it is going to be attracted to 4 and 8. So now the funny thing is it was on 4, so it has to make a move now, right? It can't staying at 4, because 4 is what the balance point is. It opened at balance point at midnight and it is sitting there only. It has to make the next move. So if you, okay, so 8 and 4 and keep the halving, this is 2. All right, so now the 2 jumps can happen. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 jumps can happen on the other side, or subtraction. 2 minus 4 right here. It went to 4, it went again back to 4. This one big bar, right? This is what we are talking about. When here, stopped in 2 because of this. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Went up back to 4, got rejected very badly from there, and then it went back to the balance point. So we got some in a different kind of vibration unfolding, but we already knew this from the previous squares. So yeah, the hourly charts, you can have 2-3 hourly charts where we are putting, the evidence, and nothing is happening in a reactive fashion. Sunday open is here, 5 second, 1 click, done. This should not take more than 10 minutes of analysis. Just change a few clicks, just keep dragging the mouse. There's nothing else left to do on this one, right? So that is how it unfolded. All right, so next day we have 2 plus 3 is 5, so number 5 block is going to be attracted. So when it went down to 5, boom. 6 is there, 5 is there, that's fine, they did a retest, but 5 is the one. 5 came back to 5 minus 3 is 2, right? 369 frequency is already hidden frequency, back to 5. So that is how it is going, and it is sitting on 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. It's also 3 plus 2 is 5. Number 2 is also involved. Why? Right? Think about this. So this is, I think, actually fascinating to see all this number 2 and 2 plus 3 is 5. Got attracted. So if you're sitting on 2, all right, so what can happen? So that is how you have to think about it. And a typical thing is, if you just do subtraction, simple 8 minus 5 is 3. So I think, okay, so we are sitting here, it should at least head to 3. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So it went to 3. It's holding for like a couple of hours. And double of 3 is 6. So if you do 8 minus 5, it's 3. Okay, 3 or 6. There we go, 6. So I think this is how I think it gives you some ideas on hourly chart. Again, this has nothing to do with any time frame. It is just looking at different signs. So that, I hope, helps you understand how you can have a bigger roadmap for this scenario. Thank you.